Rise, O days, from your fathomless deeps, till you loftier, fiercer sweep. Long for my soul-hungering gymnastic I devoured what the earth gave me. Long I roamed the woods of the north, long I watched Niagara pouring. I traveled the prairies over, and slept on their breast. I crossed the Nevadas, I crossed the plateaus. I ascended the towering rocks along the Pacific. I sailed out to sea. I sailed through the storm. I was refreshed by the storm. I watched with joy the threatening maws of the waves. I marked the white combs where they careered so high, curling over. I heard the wind piping. I saw the black clouds, saw from below what arose and mounted. O superb, O wild my heart, and powerful. Heard the continuous thunder as it bellowed after the lightning. Noted the slender and jagged threads of lightning as sudden and fast amid the din they clashed each other across the sky. These, and such as these, I, elate, saw with wonder, yet pensive and masterful, all the menacing might of the globe uprisen around me. Yet there with my soul I fed content, supercilious. 'Twas well, O soul, 'twas a good preparation you gave me. Now we advance our latent and ampler hunger to fill. Now we go forth to receive what the earth and the sea never gave us. Not through the mighty woods we go, but through the mightier cities. Something for us is pouring now, more than Niagara pouring. Torrents of men, sources and rills of the Northwest, are you indeed inexhaustible? What to pavements and homesteads here, what were those storms of the mountains and sea? What to passions I witness around me today? Was the sea risen? Was the wind piping the pipe of death under the black clouds? Lo, from deeps more unfathomable, something more deadly and savage, Manhattan rising, advancing with menacing front, Cincinnati, Chicago, unchained. What was that swell I saw on the ocean? Behold what comes here, how it climbs with daring feet and hands, how it dashes, how the true thunder bellows after the lightning, how bright the flashes of lightning, how democracy with desperate, vengeful port strides on, shown through the dark by those flashes of lightning. Yet a mournful wail and low sob I fancied I heard through the dark, in a lull of the deafening confusion. Thunder on, stride on, democracy, strike with vengeful stroke, and do you rise higher than ever, yet, O days, O cities, crash heavier, heavier yet, O storms. You have done me good. My soul, prepared in the mountains, absorbs your immortal strong nutriment. Long had I walked my cities, my country roads through farms only half satisfied. One doubt, nauseous, undulating like a snake, crawled on the ground before me, continually preceding my steps, turning upon me oft, ironically hissing low. The cities I loved so well I abandoned and left. I sped to the certainty suitable to me. Hungering for primal energies and nature's dauntlessness, I refreshed myself with it only. I could relish it only. I waited the bursting forth of the pent fire. On the water and air I waited long. But now I no longer wait. I am fully satisfied. I am glutted. I have witnessed the true lightning. I have witnessed my city's electric. I have lived to behold man burst forth and warlike America rise. Hence I will see no more the food of the northern solitary wilds. no more the mountains roam, or sail the stormy sea. The noble sire fallen on evil days I saw with hand uplifted, menacing, brandishing, memories of old in abeyance, love and faith in abeyance, the insane knife toward the mother of all. The noble son on sinewy feet advancing, I saw, out of the land of prairies, land of Ohio's waters and of Indiana, to the rescue the stalwart giant hurry his plenteous offspring, dressed in blue, bearing their trusty rifles on their shoulders. Then the mother of all, with calm voice speaking, as to you rebellious, I seemed to hear her say, why strive against me, and why seek my life, when you yourself forever provide to defend me? For you provided me, Washington, and now these also. City of ships, oh, the black ships, oh, the fierce ships, oh, the beautiful sharp-bowed steamships and sail-ships, city of the world, for all races are here. All the lands of the earth make contributions here. City of the sea, city of hurried and glittering tides, city whose gleeful tides continually rush or recede, whirling in and out with eddies and foam, city of wharves and stores, city of tall facades of marble and iron, proud and passionate city, mettlesome, mad, extravagant city. Spring up, O city, not for peace alone, but be indeed yourself, warlike. Fear not, submit to no models but your own, O city. Behold me, incarnate me as I have incarnated you. I have rejected nothing you offered me. Whom you adopted, I have adopted. Good or bad, I never question you. I love all. I do not condemn anything. I chant and celebrate all that is yours, yet peace no more. In peace I chanted peace, but now the drum of war is mine. War, red war is my song through your streets, O city. Give me your hand, old revolutionary. The hilltop is nigh, but a few steps. Make room, gentlemen. Up the path you have followed me well, spite of your 100 and extra years. You can walk, old man, though your eyes are almost done. Your faculties serve you, and presently I must have them serve me. Rest, while I tell what the crowd around us means. On the plain below recruits are drilling and exercising. There is the camp. 1 regiment departs tomorrow. Do you hear the officers giving their orders? Do you hear the clank of the muskets? Why, what comes over you now, old man? Why do you tremble and clutch my hand so convulsively? The troops are but drilling. They are yet surrounded with smiles. Around them at hand the well-dressed friends and the women, while splendid and warm the afternoon sun shines down. Green the midsummer verdure, and fresh blows the dallying breeze, o'er proud and peaceful cities, and arm of the sea between. But drill and parade are over, they march back to quarters. Only hear the approval of hands, hear what a clapping, as wending the crowds now part and diverse. But we, old man, not for nothing I have brought you hither, we must remain, you to speak in your turn, and I to listen and tell. When I clutched your hand it was not with terror, but suddenly pouring about me here on every side, and below there where the boys were drilling, and up the slopes they ran, and where the tents are pitched, and wherever you see south and southeast and southwest, over the hills, across the lowlands, and in the skirts of woods, and along the shores, in mire now filled over, came again and suddenly raged, as 85 years agone no more parade received with applause of friends. but a battle which I took part in myself. Aye, long ago as it is, I took part in it, walking then this hill-top, this same ground. Aye, this is the ground. My blind eyes, even as I speak, behold it repeopled from graves. The years recede, pavements and stately houses disappear, rude forts appear again, the old hooped guns are mounted. I see the lines of raised earth stretching from river to bay. I mark the vistas of waters. I mark the uplands and slopes. Here we lay encamped. It was this time in summer also. As I talk I remember all. I remember the Declaration. It was read here. The whole army paraded. It was read to us here. By his staff surrounded, the general stood in the middle. He held up his unsheathed sword. It glittered in the sun in full sight of the army. 'Twas a bold act then. The English warships had just arrived. We could watch down the lower bay, where they lay at anchor, and the transports swarming with soldiers. A few days more and they landed, and then the battle. 20,000 were brought against us, a veteran force furnished with good artillery. I tell not the whole of the battle, but one brigade early in the forenoon ordered forward to engage the redcoats. Of that brigade I tell, and how steadily it marched, and how long and well it stood confronting death. Who do you think that was marching steadily, sternly confronting death? It was the brigade of the youngest men, 2,000 strong, raised in Virginia and Maryland, and most of them known personally to the general. Jauntily forward they went with quick step toward Gowanus's waters, till of a sudden, unlooked for by defiles through the woods, gained at night, the British advancing, rounding in from the east, fiercely playing their guns. That brigade of the youngest was cut off at the enemy's mercy. The general watched them from this hill. They made repeated, desperate attempts to burst their environment, then drew closer, very compact, their flag flying in the middle. But oh, from the hills, how the cannon were thinning and thinning them. It sickens me yet, that slaughter. I saw the moisture gather in drops on the face of the general. I saw how he wrung his hands in anguish. Meanwhile, the British maneuvered to draw us out for a pitched battle, but we dared not trust the chances of a pitched battle. We fought the fight in detachments. Sallying forth, we fought at several points, but in each the luck was against us. Our foe advancing, steadily getting the best of it, pushed us back to the works on this hill, till we turned, menacing here, and then he left us. That was the going out of the brigade of the youngest men, 2,000 strong. Few returned. Nearly all remain in Brooklyn. That, and here, my general's first battle. No women looking on, nor sunshine to bask in. It did not conclude with applause. Nobody clapped hands here then. But in darkness, in mist on the ground, under a chill rain, wearied that night we lay, foiled and sullen, while scornfully laughed many an arrogant lord, off against us encamped, quite within hearing, feasting, clinking wine-glasses together over their victory. So dull and damp and another day, but the night of that, mist lifting, rain ceasing, silent as a ghost while they thought they were sure of him, my general retreated. I saw him at the riverside, down by the ferry, lit by torches, hastening the embarkation. My general waited till the soldiers and the wounded were all passed over, and then, it was just ere sunrise, these eyes rested on him for the last time. Every one else seemed filled with gloom. Many, no doubt, thought of capitulation. But when my general passed me, as he stood in his boat and looked toward the coming sun, I saw something different from capitulation. Enough. The centurion's story ends. The two, the past and present, have interchanged. I myself as connector, as chansonnier of a great future, am now speaking. And is this the ground Washington trod? And these waters I listlessly daily cross, are these the waters he crossed? As resolute in defeat as other generals in their proudest triumphs? I must copy the story and send it eastward and westward. I must preserve that look, as it beamed on your rivers of Brooklyn. See, as the annual round returns, the phantom return. It is the 27th of August, and the British have landed. The battle begins and goes against us. Behold through the smoke Washington's face. The brigade of Virginia and Maryland have marched forth to intercept the enemy. They are cut off. Murderous artillery from the hills plays upon them. Rank after rank falls, while over them silently droops the flag, baptized that day in many a young man's bloody wounds, in death, defeat, and sisters' mothers' tears. Ah, hills and slopes of Brooklyn, I perceive you are more valuable than your owners supposed. In the midst of you stands an encampment very old, stands forever the camp of that dead brigade. A line in long array, where they wind betwixt green islands, they take a serpentine course. Their arms flash in the sun. Hark to the musical clank. Behold the silvery river. In it the splashing horses, loitering, stop to drink. Behold the brown-faced men, each group, each person a picture. The negligent rest on the saddles. Some emerge on the opposite bank. Others are just entering the ford, while scarlet and blue and snowy white, the guidon flags flutter gaily in the wind.